Soft skills are very important when it comes to being an employee. So let's first start off with communication. Communication is super important in the business world. We need to always communicate, whether it's listening or engaging in conversation, body language, storytelling. There's so much when it comes to communication. If I was to rate myself on a scale of 1 to 5, I would probably give myself a 3. I do still have some work to do, even though for the most part I'm a very good listener. I can negotiate. Um, I have the social skills, I have the storytelling, I have all of that. I do still need to work on my public speaking and speaking in front of crowds. I tend to freeze up and stutter and lose my train of thought and forget what I'm saying. So that's something I definitely need to work on. I also need to work on facial expressions and body language. So sometimes I'm trying to bite my tongue because I feel so strongly about something. But while doing that, my whole demeanor changes, and someone can tell just through my body language or a face that I make that I just don't agree or I don't like it. So it's something I still need to work on, and I absolutely know I do need to still work on it, but it is a work in progress. So an example of what I can do is a negotiation. So I do this daily when it comes to my current role, being the sales and marketing director. I negotiate with different leads coming in. Oh, well, if you sign a lease by the end of this month, I can give you this discount. Oh, you can't sign it that soon. Well, instead of that discount, if you sign by the end of next month, I can give you this instead. Just trying to negotiate and make a deal. That's one way of communicating. Nonverbal communication that has to do with your body language. There's sometimes where I am in the middle of a conversation and someone says something I disagree with, so I may cross my arms. I just kind of sit there. But something I've been working on, and I try to just kind of keep my hands one space, sit straight up, and just listen and engage rather than react. So it's something I'm working on. It'll take some time, but I will get there. Next, we'll move on to critical thinking. On a scale of 1 to 5, I would give myself a 4 when it comes to critical thinking. I am very creative. I am flexible. I problem solve. I think out of the box and just what can I do to make it work. Um, Again, in my current role, I am um, the sales and marketing director. So I conduct events, and everyone does an event in March that circles around St. Patrick's Day. Everyone does an event in February that circles around Valentine's Day. Well, this past February, I actually did something for Groundhog's Day, something totally different, out of the box. Come pick up a meal to go. That way you're not bored. Save yourself some time. That so for March, rather than focusing around St. Patrick's Day and corned beef and cabbage and different drinks that we can have and stuff like that, we're actually going to focus around March Madness just to change it up. We don't want to do the same thing. Cinco de Mayo, we're not going to do that big extravagant Cinco de Mayo, come have a drink, let's do this, let's do that. We're actually going to do a murder mystery instead. So there's absolutely critical thinking and thinking outside of the box when it comes to that. And then problem solving. So absolutely when it comes to the different leases that we have for the different options we have available at work. Um, if someone doesn't like the wording in that, let me see what I can do. Let me change it. Let me change it so that way you appreciate the wording, but it doesn't mess up our lease in any type of way. We can adapt and we can work it out. Just problem solving and just staying outside of the box. There's always a way to make it work. Um, Moving on, we'll go to leadership. Leadership is very important when it comes to any career that you may have. If I were to rate myself um, on a scale of 1 to 5, I would also give myself a 4 in this section as well. So my current schedule is actually a Tuesday through Saturday. Management is there Monday through Friday. I am part of that management team. However, I work a Tuesday through Saturday. So Saturdays are usually a little more crazy because um, the executive director is not there, the business office manager isn't there. So what I currently do again in my role is I will step up. Okay, so you need to talk to the business office manager. What's going on? What can I help you with? Um, it, one time it was just about printing a bill. Okay, yeah, I can absolutely do that. I went to the system, printed the bill right out, handed it to her. Um, she gave me a check. I signed off. It was paid. Gave her a receipt, and she was very happy because she was going on her trip for the next 2 weeks, and she didn't want to miss a payment and be marked late and have any extra fees occur. I made that decision on my own, and I resolved that conflict. So that way the resident was happy, and we got what we needed out of it as well. Again, in my role as a marketing and sales manager, just being in that management leadership role, I have to show leadership. I need to step in whenever I need to step in. If a coworker or an employee is having a problem with someone else, I will step in. I will solve that conflict. Um, Even if it's none of my business, it's part of that management and leadership role, and you need to be involved, and it helps with the success of the company as a whole by doing that. Positive attitude on a scale of 1 to 5, I would actually give myself a 5 on this. No matter how my day is going, how stressed out I am, my personal life versus what's going on at work, um, no matter what the component is, I always am positive. I'm enthusiastic. I will throw jokes out whenever it's the right time. I'm courteous. I show the energy. I'm so friendly. Residents, family members, employees, they always come up to me and just talk to me, see how my day's going. I'll talk to them, see how their day's going. Um, just having positive energy is very important to me. It's kind of how I keep myself going for the day without having the positive energy and that upbeatness throughout the day. My day would go by a lot slower, it would drag, and I don't think that anyone would really enjoy having me around. So it's really about being friendly. So I truly lighten up the mood. So the executive director one day, she was having a very bad day. It was um, bad after bad after bad. Something was always happening. A resident fell, a resident was unhappy, coworkers fighting, whatever the case was, it happened. So she was starting to kind of dwindle down, and she's like, "How am I gonna keep going with my day? It's just been such a bad day today." And I would just go in and say a joke to lighten up the mood. Oh, did you hear about this happening? And then just kind of get her to laugh, lighten up that mood. Friendly, so if she needed to vent about anything, she always would come to me. So she did vent a little bit that day to me, and I just kind of responded with, well, at least it didn't happen this way. It could have been worse. So for a bigger example, we were waiting to get a car for the company. Our owners are out of California, very far away. They're not here to be involved. Our management company is in a different state, so the different state regulations, it was hard to kind of line everything up. So we were driving back and forth and just trying to get this all set up. So she went to the RMV and she was there for 3 hours. Um, it was just paperwork's not right, paperwork's not right, paperwork's not right. Um, and it just kept going. And it was just, it lasted 2 months of trying to get this car, and we finally got it. And I told her, I said, jump in the air, let me take a picture of you, and then we'll send it to the owners. We finally did it. We finally got there. And it just lightens up the mood, and that's all that matters to me. Um, Keep moving forward. Teamwork. Teamwork, very, very important. I would also give myself a 5 out of 5 when it comes to this topic. I am always involved. I have empathy. I see someone struggling, getting their work done, I'm going to jump in and I'm going to help. That comes back around to that success wheel. In order for the whole company to be successful, each department has to be successful. So if that means I need to jump in and host an activity for an hour because the activities director got pulled aside into a different event, I will step in and I will help. If they needed ideas from me, so we do an events meeting once a month, and in that events meeting, I will throw all my ideas and try to get that wheel moving. And what can we do to be outside of the box again? Just a team player. I'm all about teamwork. I've had housekeeping fall behind, and we had a showing that day, so I said, okay, where's all the supplies? I got the supplies, and I actually just cleaned a cottage. So I think teamwork is very, very important. Um, Moving on, work ethic. For work ethic, I'd give myself a 3.5 out of 5. The reason 3.5 is because I don't think I'm necessarily a 3, but I'm also haven't met that 4 mark either. I am very organized, and I meet my deadlines, and I have motivation. I do lack some things though, so multitasking, it's not my strong suit. I definitely could work on multitasking. When I get stuck on one thing, I try to do the other thing at the same time, and then I just forget what I'm doing, and it mixes up, and it's never good. Um, so it's something I always will work on, and I will keep working on it. I am just not there quite yet. Um, Everything else in this topic, I do stand task. I do self-supervise. Have a schedule. I stick to my schedule. I'm never late to work. I leave work late, but I'm never late to work. I do plan my days out. That's actually something I've worked on. So previously, if we did this about a month ago, I might have said, "Ooh, planning not my strong suit either." Um, I definitely need to work on planning, but it's something that I have done a lot more recently, with having a planner. So before my planner, I would mix up different events, I'd mix up different tours, and everything just kind of got scrambled. Where now I have everything laid out in a list on my calendar. That way I never forget. So I am a work in progress, but we are getting there. Some extra soft skills that I do pertain would be that I am trainable. So no matter what position I move forward with, I love to learn new skills. I'm motivated to learn more. Gaining knowledge and experience is very, very important to me, just to kind of move forward with my career growth and my personal growth. So I would give myself a 4.5 out of 5 for being trainable. I definitely believe that I am. Recently, the regional sales and marketing director reached out to me and said, you know what, we're changing our CRM, we're moving forward with this. What do you need to know? I said, can we just do one training on it? I said, I do want to learn, I want to use it right. I don't want to just jump in and play around with it. I want to make sure that I'm utilizing it in the best way possible. And then that kind of tangles in with another soft skill of willingness to learn. I'm always, always, always willing to learn something new. So I would give myself a 5 out of 5 in this topic as well. Um, there's nothing that I won't try when it comes to learning. If I need to learn how to change a lock on a door, I will learn it, and I will know how to do it for a new move-in that needs a lock change and there's no one for maintenance. It's very important to always, always have that ability to learn more and to do more. Um, and that's it. Thank you very much.